Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Livy, and welcome if you are new, or thank you if you're back. And today I just wanted to do an update going into our second semester. I had hoped to do quarterly updates, and we're already into our third quarter because we started really early. And yeah, I didn't get it done. I just want to go over the curriculums we chose and how it's going. I chose for both of my children math lessons for a living education. My son is in second grade, my daughter is in kindergarten, but my son is taking first grade math over again. He's actually almost all the way done with the curriculum. They're both doing Handwriting Without Tears. Then for language arts, my son, I started him in level 1 of All About Reading, and my daughter in Simply K from Master Books, which actually goes alongside Math Lessons for Living Education, level K, also from Master Books. Starting with math, I love the gentle Charlotte Mason approach that Angela Odell uses. Every day he is either doubling or tripling up, and then we are going to move him right along into level 2 Math Lessons for Living Education here in about 6 to 8 weeks. I think he'll be through, and then he will do that through the summer so that he can be ready for third grade math when he goes into third grade next school year. I specifically like the gentle approach. There's a lot of review. It is a combination of mastery and spiral, and you know, my kids just respond to it. They're getting the ideas and concepts. I'm not having to force it or push it, and we enjoy it. I think really highly of this curriculum, and we're going to stick with it and theoretically keep doing it all the way to the highest level, which I think is level 6. Handwriting Without Tears, I'm also a huge fan of. I am floored by my son's handwriting. If you had seen, I don't know if I have any pictures, but look at his handwriting. I think that is pretty impressive for 7 years old. To me, what makes Handwriting Without Tears work so well is that it is symmetrical. So they learn how to make their letters on a little slate, a little chalkboard, and it doesn't look like a textbook perfect, correct, C or S or whatever when you make it, because it is so perfectly symmetrical. But let me see if I can show you. So if you learn handwriting through, say, a Becca, which is going to be more traditional handwriting, you're gonna make your C like this. Maybe not quite that curled in, but you probably not anywhere near that curled in, but you get the idea, right? So it is a half circle that curls a little bit. With Handwriting Without Tears, they want everything symmetrical. So your C should begin in the middle of the chalkboard and it should end in the middle of the chalkboard. So that's actually a C according to Handwriting Without Tears. Now, a lot of people can't stand that because it's not traditional handwriting, but to a child's mind, it makes sense because it's symmetrical. If you don't mind that style of handwriting, it just works so well. And it's less frustrating for the kids, which in turn makes it less frustrating for me. This year we just went core subjects only. I was really just led by the Lord to pull way back, tone it way down, and try to give my kids more time to be bored, more time to play outside, more time to build things. We'll start with my son. He is doing All About Reading level 1, and I don't think I even know how to speak highly enough about this curriculum. It is brilliant, both in how thorough they are, because they'll present a new sound or a new blend. Like recently he learned the ch sound, CH, and they will just repeat, like he will have pages of words with CH blend in it, and a whole story. Words with the CH blend are used over and over and over, and it works. It works so well. There's lots of hands-on, there's lots of games. They almost never use the same game twice, so they mix it up in such a way that it keeps it super interesting. They don't get bored with it. I am for sure I shouldn't say that because no homeschool parent actually knows what curriculum they're going to do in the future. Let's be real, but the plan is to do all levels of All About Reading because I cannot imagine my kids possibly responding any better to it. As for my daughter, she was in Simply K. I actually just wanted a phonics curriculum for her. I didn't want to teach her to read in kindergarten. My gut instinct was she needed one more year of phonics first, and that's fine. I think there are way more benefits to having a late reader than an early reader for the child, which that's a whole separate video. But anyway, I got Simply K for the phonics. I couldn't really find a phonics only book. They have the next level for first grade is Master Books Phonics, but it moves from phonics into reading kind of quickly. And again, I didn't want her reading yet. I just wanted to get the ABCs down better. So Simply K, we ended up quitting after the first quarter. I do believe we finished the first quarter. It is a good curriculum. It is just, there's a couple reasons why I think me and my daughter Daisy personally didn't enjoy it, and I hate leaving anything other than raving reviews about curriculum. Side rant, because I just, as a parent that teaches my children, I can only, and seeing all the work that goes into teaching them from the curriculums that are such blessings, I cannot imagine all the blood, sweat, and tears poured into the making of a homeschool curriculum. And let's see who wrote this. Carrie Bailey, your work is wonderful. My opinion only reflects my opinion. One thing that I think we didn't enjoy about it was that it kind of has a rhythm to it. There is some things you do the same every week. So every week you have a Bible story or a Bible character. You have a coloring page to go along with it. Every week there's a poem. Like, it kind of has a weekly rhythm. And I think we both got kind of burnt on it and kind of bored with it. Also because it felt redundant of Sunday school. They go to Sunday school at church. You know, they get the Bible lesson and they get the coloring page that goes along with it. And they don't necessarily want to do it more. And they don't necessarily need to do it more. So this was just, on top of that, it was really, really fleshed out. Like, there's crafts, there's poetry, there's Bible stories, and then there's phonics within that. And I just needed phonics because, again, they have Sunday school. We have Morning Basket, which I should also show you Morning Basket and how that's going too. But in our Morning Basket, we already do a lot of read aloud. We already do flashcards and poetry and all that. So I found myself skipping so much of it, and then that just drives my OCD crazy because, well, I don't want to buy a curriculum and skip any of it. I bought the curriculum because I want to do it. I know a lot of people have the theory, don't work for the curriculum, make the curriculum work for you. But then there's this part of me that feels like, if the curriculum's not working for you, why are you using it just to remold something? Maybe there's a curriculum that works better. And that is a constant battle, another side rant, in homeschooling, is having the discernment to know when you switch out curriculums because that's the best fit for your family, and when maybe you're just not being very disciplined and consistent, and maybe you just need to do the work. But I think I've made a good decision dropping this. So we did, and then from there we just kind of leaned into Handwriting Without Tears, and I made it a phonics curriculum. Like, whatever the letters were that she was tracing that day, we would review it and review it and review it. P says pa, M says and then we'd get out flashcards to go with it. And that was working fine, except she flew through it. And now she's about to go on to the next handwriting book. I did just order the pre-K, the purple Handwriting Without Tears workbook for her, and she will be able to go through that, but we are gonna slow it way down because the orange book and beyond, you kind of need to be able to read to go through them because you're copying full sentences from there. All this to say, we have decided for this semester to make a switch, which is what I'm unboxing for you today. This is All About Reading Pre-K. I am so excited, and I actually didn't realize this is quite a bit cheaper than the higher levels because since it's really just phonics and the alphabet, you don't need it. There's not as many materials in this kit. So I think for brand new deluxe kit, I paid $155 after tax, where level 1 was $220 grand total. So I thought I would wait and open it up with you guys and we can go ahead and go through it. First I will mention about Morning Basket really quickly. One thing we do for Morning Basket that it was just an idea I wanted to try and I'm so glad I did it is a flashcard system. There's 2 flashcard systems we do. I got all these, fun flashcards from Target at the beginning of the school year and decided to implement some of them. So I'll show you an example. So I mixed them up. So we've got the is this upside down? Yeah. We've got the alphabet, Spanish, space, and shapes and colors. And so after we are done with reading, we move into these. And so I mix them up and then I split them into 4 so they get new flashcards every quarter. I can't tell you like how much they enjoy it, how effective it's been. Tore up little 3x5 index cards and labeled them to separate out the quarters. And then I wrote down the date that we should be in our next quarter on each of them. I also separated out math flashcards for each of them. Daisy didn't need a different one for every quarter. She's really just learning number recognition this year. So hers is the same every day, all 4 quarters. She's just practicing number recognition. And then there's little dots on the back. These again came from Target. Silas has different flashcards every quarter, and these are not random. These are strategically placed for him based on what he is going to be learning in his math curriculum the next quarter. So if we're in quarter 1 and he's, for example, doing addition, but they're going to be adding in subtraction in quarter 2, I'm going to go ahead and get him in some addition and subtraction flashcards in quarter 1 to kind of get him ready for the concept and get him practiced. This has also been super effective, highly recommend. We are reading Indescribable, Love, favorite poems, old and new. I just read 2 pages a day. We read Sing a Song of Seasons, our poem for the day out of this, and we read a fable. I was also reading a chapter out of a fiction book and we just kind of got away from it because it was getting to be a lot of reading and they love the fables. So I may stick with short stories instead of chapter books. I haven't decided, but that's just kind of what we've defaulted to for now. We enjoy all of these, so we're going to continue sticking with those books and with these flashcards for Morning Basket. We start with prayer, then the stories, then the flashcards, and then we break out into classes, curriculums, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to move to the floor so you guys can see everything that comes inside the All About Reading pre-K kit. So in the deluxe kit, you get this Ziggy the Zebra. Oh, it's really soft. Puppet. And you always get a tote. Index dividers for the flashcards. So it looks like she'll be doing flashcards like her brother does in level 1. Here is the box to put the flashcards in. Look at these stickers. She gets like these cute stickers. A rhyming alphabet. So here are her readers, which I'm sure will be read aloud. Very cute. They're both rhymes. Okay. And then the teacher's manual, book of letters, her activity book, and more cute stickers. Here's her progress chart. So when she completes a lesson, she can put one of her stickers on the lesson she completed. Here are her sound cards, flashcards that I'll need to break up and organize. There's these on the yellow, and then there's these on glossy paper. And this is her alphabet chart. I really love their style of animation. I think it's beautiful. And here's her activity book. So it looks like lots of coloring to go along with the sound that she's focusing on. Maybe some games too. I'm wondering how long they want her to do a lesson a day, because in level 1 it's 20 minutes a day and you just do activities one at a time, not lessons, but activities one at a time until the 20-minute timer beeps. And then you just are where you are in the lessons, and it actually works. Everything about this curriculum works. Everything. So it doesn't specifically say 20 minutes. It says to choose to either complete a lesson a week or a lesson a day. I'm probably just gonna default to the 20 minutes a day. I don't know. And there are 78 lessons. So you think about that, because there's 36 weeks in a school year or 180 days. So a lesson a day is really fast, and a lesson a week won't quite cut it. So lesson 1, for example, see if me and Daisy can accomplish this in a day. Sing the alphabet song, okay. Introduce the letter A on the letter chart, sure. Read the poem for letter A in the reader. Ask your child to locate capital A in the text of the reader. Have your child do the ABC craft sheet for capital letter A. So it's really just coloring. It says to tell your child to use 2 different shades of green on the alligator. A is app or alligator, kind of go over that, and then to glue googly eyes on the alligator. Choose 1 or more activities from page 195 and complete them with your child. So you choose one of the 7 games suggested in the back. One is just doing handwriting, basically, in a handwriting program. The other is forming the letter of the day with pipe cleaners. 3 is sticking magnetic letters on the fridge and finding the letter of the day. 4 is shaping clay, wax, or Play-Doh into the shape of the letter of the day. 5 is going on a letter hunt, looking through old magazines and cutting out the letter of the day. 6 is alphabet stamps are fun to use. Decorate a greeting card or stationery by stamping it with the letter of the day. And 7 is tracing the letter of the day in finger paint, pudding, shaving cream, salt, or sand. So you just kind of mix these up on your own. They're not assigned. We're still not done with lesson 1. Take out Ziggy Zebra Puppet and put it on. Introduce Ziggy the Zebra. This game is concept of rhymes. So I point to my child's shoulder and say, "This is your holder," and the child says, "No, it's my shoulder." Then, "This is your land." "No, it's my hand." And last is read aloud to your child for 20 minutes. So my kids get that through Morning Basket and bedtime stories. And that's 1 full lesson. I'm gonna say it's gonna take us 2 days to do a lesson typically. She's 5, she'll sit for me for 20 minutes, and then she needs a break. That's the reality. And I think this will take us 40 to 45 minutes to do. So I probably will just set a timer for 20 minutes, just like I do with level 1. But I'm kind of excited to get set up and get the cards going. This is adorable, and I think will be much more effective than what we were trying before. So those are all my updates for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if it added value to you, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.